let's roll our segue wheel for our first story here, which is rolling the wheel, rolling the wheel. You've got to remind me of a song, or I guess I have to remind you of a song. I have to remind you of a song.
Yeah.
My first stories, I have 2 of them, and the first one is about batteries. Yeah, some good science news here. We've discovered a way to do batteries that doesn't require lithium. It doesn't require alkaline solutions. It relies on iron, water, and air. This is from Good News Network, from Andy Corbally. Most likely, I didn't read who it was. No, it's just from Good News Network. The entire website is covering this story. Batteries are everywhere. In your phone, your car, even the artificial organs many depend on for life. Fortunately, new innovations have increased the efficiency and sustainability of our ubiquitous batteries. One of the most novel innovations unveiled recently is the iron-air battery system, which uses rust to produce energy in a sustainable way. The iron-air system from Form Energy is built from safe, low-cost, abundant materials, iron and water, and uses no heavy or rare earth metals. Thank you for your daily check-in, Desi. I hope you're having a good Tuesday. The company touts that approximately 80% of its components are sourced domestically from within the United States. This reminds me a lot of what we talked about maybe last Tuesday, the Japanese nuclear system, right? That's using air, the water. It's like in a closed water system where it heats the water, and then that osmosis. It uses osmosis. That's what it was. They're using osmosis in Japan to create energy, and instead here they're using rust. So metals that create rust, and they use that to make energy. As air passes through the cathode, the negatively charged portion of the battery, and reacts with the liquid, a water-based electrolyte, which means it has salt in it, ions subsequently latch onto the positively charged iron anode. So you gotta think magnets, okay? The battery is charged negatively, so it's a minus. The iron is charged positively, a plus, and doing that, it creates rust. I don't know how more simply I can describe that. The movement ions through the rust, so these positive and negative ions attaching to the iron or leaving the water, going between the cathode and the iron, is what's causing electricity. Okay? So that transference of energy creates electricity. A process that can be repeated by continually unrusting the battery after each reaction. From Energy co-founder and chief scientist Yet Ming-Shang notes that the economic viability of the iron-air batteries for large-scale usage is still free, and iron is one of the most widely produced, lowest-cost materials in the world, for now. In Minnesota, a 1.5 megawatt pilot project was shown to be able to power 400 homes for 100 hours. So so I think a single battery that does or maybe not a single battery. They probably had a bunch of batteries that provide 1.5 megawatt of energy, and they were able to power 400 homes for 100 hours. So what is that? 400,000 energy. 4,100 energy. There you go. It also successfully completed UL 9540A safety testing. That's probably something some person who does paperwork understands. Demonstrating the highest safety standards with no fire or thermal threats across all scenarios. So it won't catch on fire. Okay. It won't overheat and then cause a fire somewhere else.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's very safe.
Right.
It's not like if you get water in your phone battery, it's gonna start heating up and catching on fire. Besides iron-air batteries, solid-state batteries are what George Crabtree, director of Joint Center for Energy Research, believes to be very likely the next big thing at the commercial level. Solid-state batteries use electrolytes like argyrodite, garnet, and perovskite that are more efficient than liquid electrolytes in nearly all aspects. They're lighter, take up less space, and can hold more energy per unit of mass. These qualities make them effective for electrical vehicles and grid-scale energy storage. So instead... okay, I see what they're saying. They're saying that these stones carry more energy. So when you put electrolytes in water, like a salt, right? If you make those electrolytes out of these, like argyrodite, garnet, or perovskite, if you make your electrolytes out of that, there will be more energy stored. So when it's transferred, there's just more. There's more energy stored in the electrolytes than other salts. They're lighter, take up less space, and can hold more energy per unit of mass. These qualities make them effective for electrical vehicles and grid-scale energy storage, since if you need more energy, you can have more. However, researchers like University of Houston professor Yan Yao, who recently developed a glass-like electrolyte, are still looking for materials that fulfill all 4 factors of viability in the market: low cost, easy to build, having a high degree of mechanical stability, and chemical stability. With lithium-based batteries being so ubiquitous, some scientists are looking to improve on the existing model, rather than supplanting it entirely. Batteries made out of lithium sulfur, for example, exhibit 4 times greater energy density than traditional lithium batteries due to the usage of light and active materials. And also, they smell bad. Ultimately, innovations in batteries are a cornerstone to shaping a more sustainable future, making renewable energy more reliable and energy grids more stable. Instead of having live energy all the time, we can just store it away and then turn it on when we need it. And that's why we need batteries. So there's my short story about new batteries.
Yes, and the story, the song it reminds me of is, well, actually it reminded me of the name of an album by Neil Young, which is called Rust Never Sleeps. But he does have a lyric, but he changed the lyric, and it's true. Rust never sleeps. Just Neil Young being profound, right? He did change the lyrics to "Hey Hey My My." It was a live album with Neil Young and Crazy Horse. And the verse goes, "The king is gone, but he's not forgotten. This is the story of Johnny Rotten. It's better to burn out, because rust never sleeps. The king is gone, but it's not forgotten." Of course, that's the change of the original lyric, which was, "It's better to burn out than it is to rust." Either one, they both feature rust in the lyrics.
He changed his perspective in the live version, basically. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and this is
we're
trying to harness the power of iron turning to iron oxide is what we're doing. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you undo it, and then you start it again over and over in a cycle. I think until probably the iron is gone, just completely gone.
Yeah, if you drop some iron in seawater for a year, you'll come back to a big orange spot.
Yeah. It just returns back to the earth.